Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again. Today it's raining, but
Is it is it raining? So is it
rain.
cold then?
Yeah, instead it's very warm, warmer than yesterday.
Okay, yeah, yeah, and the same here. I don't actually have not looked out today, but it's been raining the last couple days, and we were at -12 last week, and now we're at +10. So
Maybe the thick clouds cover this place, so it's like covering on the bed.
yeah, yeah. So we know I know that the rain really helped the snow, the snow. Somehow I ended up accidentally pushing on the recording, so I'm like hearing myself twice. So, hi Monica, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, Holly?
Very good, very good. I still love that picture of you. That's and is that close to your house, or is this
No,
on
Holly,
holiday?
it's a little far from my house. Yeah,
Okay,
it's in the Caribbean.
it's in the Caribbean. Okay, but I remember when I was because you're from Colombia, right?
Yeah, yeah, you got
Okay,
it.
okay, so I remember when I was flying from Colombia back to New York, how beautiful the water was, and stuff like that. And so that's why I think because that's beautiful water. So
Yeah, yeah. The water is blue, like
yeah,
I show you in the picture. Yeah, really,
yeah,
really beautiful in the Caribbean. This photo is in San Andres. It's
okay,
in one
yeah,
island.
okay. I need to get down to that area. So
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
get
you have to
everywhere.
come in.
I need. I'm dying to go to Japan to see the spas. And so forth. I've heard how great the spas are in Japan, and then I went to get to the Caribbean and see what that's all about, and so forth. Hi Diana, how are you? It's been a long time.
Hello, Holly. I'm fine, thank you.
And now you are from Saudi Arabia, right?
Me, no.
No,
I'm
you're
from
from
Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Colombia, okay. I knew you were not from Asia, even though that picture makes you look like you're from Asia.
Yes,
So
maybe it's confused.
yeah, and I think there must be another lady from Saudi Arabia that confuses me as well. And
Oh,
so that's why I confuse you with her. So,
no
but
problem.
it's been a couple weeks. Awesome. All right. So, um, excellent. So let's go ahead and get started. And today's topic is on office speak. And let's go ahead and start. Bear with me a moment. So basically, what we're going to do today is we're going to go over some British slang. So, and I'll try to give you some American equivalents as well. So this should be fun. It's a lighthearted topic on slang. So, um, so anyway, um, so first of all, before we start, Diana, can you remind me what do you do?
I am engineer. I work in an office of design of engineering.
Okay, all right, excellent. And Heidi, what do you do?
Oh, I'm staying at my house.
Okay, that's right. So you're a home. What we would say you would say I am a homemaker.
Yeah.
Is one way to say it. Um, and Monica, what do you do?
I I am CAD designer.
Oh yes, a CAD. Did you say CAD designer or CAT designer?
CAD.
CAD. Okay.
I draw plans with
Okay.
this program
Okay.
with AutoCAD.
I heard that, but you know what I thought of? Immediately thought of cat. So like the Miss Hello Kitty here. So I'm like, no, that cannot be what she meant. But that's what I thought. So hi, Kako. How are you today?
Hi, teacher.
So
I'm
how are you?
fine, thank you. And you?
Very good, very good. So, yeah, it's a Monday. So, but
Yes.
that's how it is. So, wait a minute. Is it Tuesday already in Japan,
Yeah.
Heidi?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. It's only 6 p.m. here. So, is it
10 a.m.
it's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, of course, because 11, okay. Yeah, I knew that. All right. So let's go ahead and this is supposed to be a real light-hearted lesson on what we call office speak, and that's basically slang. So that's what we're gonna do, and it should be fun. You won't know everything because a lot of this is slang and so forth. But let's look at some of the words and talk about it. The main goal for me, for you guys, is to learn new words, and to practice speaking. So those are my learning goals for you guys today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we've got the words admiration, parody, cliche, proliferation, coin, scribble, impact, sedentary, a hard word for me actually, jargon, and tiresome. Do you guys know all of these words, or do you need some? Do you want to question me on some of these words?
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know what is a scribble? Scribble? What is that?
To scribble. Okay, that's an easy one. To scribble is when a child actually, bear with me, when a child draws. A small child is learning to use a pencil or a crayon, and this isn't,
Okay.
wait, this is kind of a scribble right here. This is probably the best example. But usually it's this way. But when a small child draws, no, this is what I was thinking right here. This is a scribble.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Holly.
you're welcome. But then there might be other examples. Okay. Any other words?
Yes, Holly. Tiresome. Yeah.
Tiresome. If something is tiresome, it means a person or somebody keeps saying the same things all the time, and you just get tired of hearing it. It's like, would you just shut up? So if something is tiresome.
Holly, what is the difference between tired and tiresome?
Tired means you're sleepy as well. But there's I would say there's not much difference between tired of and tiresome. So if you're tired, you're sleepy, okay? But if you're tired of something, the activity is tiresome. So it means the same thing. The only difference is tired of and tiresome. The only difference is the way it's used. So that person is tiresome, or that thing is tiresome. I am tired of, because it's a phrasal verb. I am tired of listening to you. I'm tired of listening to him. So, or he is tired, he is sleepy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question. Okay, any other words? Okay, and there is a word on here that I always forget. It's a word that is not in my passive vocabulary. It's probably in my passive vocabulary, which means if I hear it, I understand it, but it is not in my active vocabulary, which means I never use it. And the word here is proliferation. Do you guys know what it means?
Increase rapidly, like a skyrocket.
Yeah, it's a sudden rapid spread of something. But for me, I never remember what this means. So, and that can happen with native speakers, and because the language is so vast and we have so many words, that there are definitely words that none of us, that we don't all know. So, okay, let's see if we can match these. Number 1, Kako, can you read number 1?
Number 1. Noun, uncountable. Technical or special words and phrases used by particular group of people, especially in their work, usually disapproving.
Okay, and what would that be considered?
Cliché.
No, a cliche is something a little bit different.
Jargon.
Jargon, yes. So a jargon would be something that only people in a certain industry would understand. So if Monica, since you are a CAD designer, if you start talking, start using the jargon that you know from your industry, the rest of us would not understand at all. And so each industry has jargon that they use. Okay. Number 2, Diana, can you read that?
Yes. A comment that is not original and not interesting because it is used so often.
Okay.
Oh,
Any idea what that would be?
I'm not sure. Parody?
No. Parody's more of a joke.
Coin? No,
No.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Does anybody have an idea what it would be?
Cliché.
Yeah, because I put that C there, right?
Okay.
So a cliche. So cliche is something that people say all the time and it's not interesting. Can anybody think of an example of a cliche?
Whatever.
Whatever. That would be an example, especially among teenagers. Whatever. Whatever. So let's see if they'll put the accent on here. No, they won't. Okay. I can't put the accent there. Okay, next one. Boring or annoying. What would be boring or annoying? Tiresome, yes. Tiresome, exactly. So if a person or a thing is boring or annoying, it's tiresome. So, yeah. Okay. Number 4. Heidi, can you read that?
Noun, the effect that something had on a situation or person. Impact.
Impact, yes. Okay. And Monica, can you read number 5?
To invent a new word or expression. To invent?
No.
Yeah, but to invent a new word or expression.
Yeah, so event can't mean event. It can, but What's another word for that?
Proliferation?
No,
Mm,
I'll help you out.
I'm not sure.
So
Parody?
this is
No, parody, no.
it's actually to coin.
Coin?
So yeah, coin. Now think of it as this is a verb. It's not a noun. Now as a noun, we all know what a coin is, right?
I didn't
But
know that.
yeah, as a verb, to coin something means to invent a new word or expression. So, for example, when I was in college, my friends and I coined an expression, and it was used among a bunch of girls, and that was to JF someone. I don't even know who coined it, but one of us would come back from maybe a date or something, and one of us would say, I had to JF him. I had to give the just friend speech. So we coined a phrase. Now it did not go beyond my group of friends, but everyone knew what it meant in amongst my friends to JF someone. Does that make sense?
To JF someone is a word that you have
Coined.
invented?
Yeah, it's a word that somebody in my group of friends, and I don't know if it was me. I don't think it was. One of my friends invented it. We coined that phrase.
Okay.
Okay, and it basically meant that we would come back from a date and we will have told the guy, I just want to be friends.
Okay.
So I think each one of us have given the JF speech, or somebody has said that to us, right? But that's a phrase that somebody in my group of friends coined.
Okay.
But I'm taking it off. I took it off the screen because it's not something you need to learn. So, okay. Now somebody coined Google, or somebody coined to unfriend, right? To unfriend on Facebook. Okay. That phrase is new, but it has been coined. Somebody coined that phrase. Okay. All right. Number 6. Kako, can you read that one?
Verb. To write something in a hurry and without taking care. Scribble.
Yes. Yes. So just scribble your signature here, for example. Okay, number 7, Diana. Diana, are you there? Okay, maybe she's walked away. Heidi, can you do number 7?
Noun, great respect and approval for someone. Admiration.
Admiration, yes. Admiration, okay. And number 8, Monica.
The sudden and rapid spread of something. This is proliferation.
Yes, proliferation. Okay. And number 9, Kako.
Adjective. Involving a lot of sitting and little exercise or physical activity.
Okay, what would that be? Sedentary or parody?
Sedentary.
Yes, sedentary. So if you have a job where you sit all day long, your job would be sedentary. Okay, and the last one is a work of art, writing, music, film, which intentionally copies and exaggerates the style of someone famous or a particular situation for comic effect. And that is a parody. So it is supposed to be something funny. Okay, any questions on these?
No.
No? Okay. Right, so let's practice some of these. So tell me, Kako, do you have is your job sedentary? Or do you have an active job?
Yes, teacher. My job is sedentary because I work in an office all day, generally all day long.
Okay. And do you oops, sorry about that. So you work in an office all day long. Do you take the time to exercise?
Yes, sometimes we have a laboral gym
Mm-hmm.
um, twice a week, and I only exercise when I return from job. I walk an hour.
Wow, okay. So you do a lot of walking. Okay. Excellent. All right, thank you. Heidi, can you tell me someone or something that you find very tiresome? Can you tell me about that?
Tiresome. Yeah. In the gym, the other members are talking about someone backbiting. Listening to that conversation is kind of tiresome.
Okay. So do you stay away from them when you see them in the gym?
Yeah. The gym, the members are separated in several groups.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to belong to any group. So
Okay. So when you mean a group, are you talking about a clique?
Yeah. Some groups, the characteristic is very strong. So other group always say something about them.
Okay. So you just stay by yourself and exercise. Okay.
I'm always in the middle.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's like you don't get involved with what we call in English, we'll say you don't get involved with the drama. Especially what women can do. All right. So, Monica, can you tell me about a person or a situation that had a great impact on you?
Impact on me. Something has on the situation. Maybe a situation. I don't know. For example, the traffic in my city has a big impact on all citizens here because we have to get up earlier and maybe stay more time at the office.
Okay.
Spend less time at homes because the traffic is really awful in Bogota.
Okay.
Has a bad impact in
us. So it has a bad impact on your life. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. And Diana, welcome back. Did you have to restart your computer?
Yes, I don't know why, but I have problems with
Yeah. I'm starting to have problems every once in a while. The last class, for example, all of a sudden I couldn't hear anyone,
Yeah.
and so so I left and then I came back and the students all stayed, and one of them said, the one that was talking when my computer decided I didn't want to hear him, said, "Yeah, we just thought you didn't want to hear me talk about this."
Yeah,
So,
this is a problem.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
not here.
Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. So, Diana, can you tell me, do you have jargon in your business?
Yes, yes, really, yes. We use um a special word for the documents, for example, data sheet,
Mm-hmm.
um, calculation memories, um, what other words? I don't remember what. um,
Yeah. Okay. So, but if you guys are talking somewhere and somebody outside of your industry, they're like, "What are you guys talking about?" So, all right,
well,
Heidi, do kids in Japan scribble all over the place?
No, not so much.
Really?
Hmm. Recently, someone created some wall painting. If we paint that painting, it changes the blackboard, so it's very good for children.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. My 5-year-old nephew,
Mhm.
we don't know what he was thinking. He took the 2-year-old foster daughter and they found a black permanent marker, and they went into the bathroom and he taught her how to mark all over the walls and the toilet.
that's terrible.
And it's like, well, she was a foster daughter, and she just went home last weekend. On Saturday, she went back to her daddy. So we're very happy, but we miss her because she was in this here for a long time. But he actually enjoyed showing her how to do bad things, naughty things. So it's like. So anyway, let's go on to the next section. Some more vocabulary words. Oh, I guess we're gonna do a reading, but we're gonna predict the answers. No, wait. Yeah, predict the answers. Okay. Look at the following office cliches commonly used in England, okay, in Britain. Have you heard any of them? Match them to their correct meaning and read the article to check your answers, okay? So we've got think outside the box, it's not rocket science, let's touch base, swallow the frog, push the needle, and shoot the puppy. Now, see, these four of them are phrases that we use in the States as well. 2 of them are phrases that Americans, we don't have a clue what they mean. Okay, so let's see if we can guess what it is. So number 1, Kako, what do you think outside the box would be? Any idea?
Look at things from a new perspective.
Yeah, I believe that is the answer. Definitely. Okay. Okay. And Diana, what about it's not rocket science?
Mm, do the most unpleasant task first.
Okay, so that's your guess? It's not
No,
correct.
it's
So
not difficult to understand.
it's okay. It's not difficult to understand. So it's not rocket science. So it's not difficult to understand. That's correct. Okay. And Heidi, what is your guess for let's touch base?
Touch the base. Let's keep in contact.
Yes, let's touch base. Let's keep in contact. That is correct. So we don't even need to guess. We know these answers, right? Swallow the frog. Monica, any idea what swallow the frog would be?
Maybe do the most unpleasant task first.
That is correct. And that was my guess too. And I looked and oh yeah, I'm right too. So push the needle, Kako. What do you think that would be? Kako, are you there?
Push the needle. Takes things to the next level.
Correct. And so we're supposed to be guessing, but we're actually getting these right. So shoot the puppy is to make a brutal decision. So nobody wants to shoot the puppy, I guess. So let's go ahead and read this. This is a guide to office speak. Few things are as irritating as the jargon of the modern workplace. But what do our everyday office catchphrases really mean? And where do they come from? Okay, so let's go ahead and read through this together. So Kako, could you read this first paragraph?
It probably won't surprise you to learn that thinking outside the box has just been voted the most overused business cliché in the country, according to a poll sponsored by the Gaming company Ubisoft. Apparently, thinking outside the box, which refers to looking at things from a new perspective, without preconceptions, was invented by some suit in the Walt Disney Organization years ago. Tiresomely enough, it is even now being used by apparently serious office workers, not least as a slogan by the Welsh Development Agency.
Okay, so invented by some suit in the Walt Disney Organization. What does that mean? Anybody know?
Someone who works in that office?
Yes. Basically, if you say a suit, when you're when you're talking about a person, it actually means an executive. So invented, or actually it could have been, was coined by some suit in the Walt Disney. So it was coined by an executive in the Walt Disney Organization years ago.
Suit is a reference to tuxedo used by executives?
Yes, it's because in most office organization, a suit in most offices, if a person is wearing a suit, usually a black suit, not really a tuxedo, but if they're wearing a suit, then they are probably higher up in the organization. So if you have a company where the person is always dressed in a suit and everybody else is in jeans and a t-shirt, the suit is probably the boss. So that's why they named it a suit. So.
Holly, one question. A suit, is there a difference between is someone who wear a suit or the word that you use commonly in this situation, white collar?
No. Well, a white collar worker, a white collar worker could be, for example, somebody who could be a telephone operator.
Okay.
So a suit is somebody who they dress well because their job requires it. So it's a lawyer, an executive in a company, or something like that. But a white collar worker is someone who does not sweat, where a blue collar worker is someone who gets dirty when they work.
Okay.
Maybe it's outside or they get dirty. So that's a difference. Thank you. That's a good question. Any other questions? Okay, let's go to number 2. Diana, could you read that one? Diana, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, oh no, she dropped out again. Okay.
Okay.
Can you read this out loud?
The second completely. Can you load the?
Okay. What you can do? Press on my name on the.
Yeah. Okay. In fact, next time you're on a British Airways flight, look out for WDA's Little during the in-flight movie program. In Wallace, thinking outside the box comes naturally, says the voice-over. Although the organization thinking is obviously not sufficiently outside the box, and for them to avoid using the cliché think outside the box.
Okay. So yeah, I guess there's an ad that says "Think outside the box comes naturally." So, okay, number 3, Heidi, could you read the next one?
I'm sorry, surrounding is a little noisy.
Okay.
Anyway, you may agree with the Paul's verdict, or you may disagree, having your own least favorite bit of business jargon. After all, there are plenty of irritation phrases that refuse to die.
Now that would get tiresome. What is that noise, Heidi?
Now they are checking some distinguishing system. Alarm or something in my house.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that would get very tiresome very fast.
It will last only 2 minutes.
But the 2 minutes I ask you to speak. Okay, number 4, Monica. No, I'll go ahead and read this since this is so long. It is not rocket science is another much hated example, but it hardly has the impact in an office environment these days that it might once have enjoyed, since it is heavily overused. Word experts believe this most patronizing of phrases mean, duh, are you stupid? Came into the American business community's consciousness during the Cold War when rockets were first developed. The act of launching craft into space was considered so extraordinary that the science behind it was presumed to be extremely difficult. So anything else must be relatively easy. The big question is what phrase rocket scientists might choose to employ when they decide to patronize one of their respected colleagues. Are there any words or phrases in these last 2 paragraphs that you guys do not know?
In this context, what does rockets mean?
Okay. A rocket science, it's actually talking about let's see. It's actually talking about this kind of rocket. So back when this term was coined, we thought that this type of this was a person that developed this were very, very, very smart, very intelligent. So we would say about other things, it's not rocket science. So, any other questions?
Yes, patronizing.
Patronizing, okay. If you're patronizing to somebody, you actually talk to them like maybe you talk to them like they're younger and they don't really understand you. Maybe like they're stupid. Yeah, if this person patronizes another person, they do not respect them.
Okay.
And they act like that. They talk to them like they're not really respected.
Yeah. Like using a phrase like, "Duh, are you stupid?" This is patronizing.
But yes, but actually, it's not rocket science means, duh, are you stupid? So both of these things could be patronizing. So,
okay.
For example, my sister has been a foster parent for 5 years. She's had more than 40 children through her home, and she has taken her own kids, who she's had since they were babies, to a daycare, like a nursery school, and the director was very patronizing to her after she adopted the children, and she said to her, "Well, welcome to parenthood. Well, if you're going to be a parent, you have to be like this." And my sister's looking at her and thinking, I've had these children for 4 years now. Why are you talking to me like that? And the lady was just being very patronizing because she didn't like my sister.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And so welcome to parenthood when you've been a parent for 5 years is very patronizing. So, all right, let's go on. Yeah, let's go on to number 5. Monica, could you read number 5?
Elsewhere, it is strange how the grades of tribes, the accountants, the management consultants, the auditor senior executives, and team leaders have managed to coin usages that, although now overused and abused, were once colorful, French, and filled with meaning. Once upon a time, let's touch base must have been a relatively charming way of getting a business contact, if I can use that expression, to keep in touch. When someone got up in a PowerPoint presentation and said, for the first time in human history, that they wanted their company or department to push the needle, meaning take things to the next level, it must have stimulated corporate mind. Swallow the frog is a more recent innovation, which has not yet become boring and nicely expresses the idea of getting the nastiest text of the day out of the way first. But soon, as with all its predecessors, it will quickly become tedious and uninspiring.
Yeah, it first needs to come to the American corporations, and then it will really be tedious and uninspiring. So, but it's to swallow the frog has not made it over across the pond yet. So, all right, Kako, could you read number 6?
But why? Why bother with the expression such as shoot the puppy, meaning make a brutal decision? Partly, it's a matter of competition. The more memorable and lightly amusing the words scribbled on a flip chart, the more admiration the inventor will receive. Partly, it's a matter of confusion, the uninitiated and keeping them out. Mostly, though, it's probably because there really isn't much that is genuinely new for people in business to get excited about.
Okay, thank you. Heidi, can you read number 7?
Despite the proliferation of laptops and Blackberries and Excel spreadsheets, working in the office is as sedentary and limiting as it ever was. Some people love to rebrand old, tired ideas in different ways, often to justify their own existence.
Thank you. And Monica?
The absurdities of office life, including its strange language, have been joked about many times over the years, but sometimes, as this example demonstrates, the word of bees speak really is just beyond parody.
Okay, all right. So are there any other words in here that you guys do not know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through them.
I can find it.
Oh, okay.
In the last line.
Okay.
This speak.
Biz speak. It's the same as office speak. So words and phrases that you only use at work.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know how sometimes at work you only use certain words. So, hey, Kako, do you have any other words? Any words or phrases?
Rebrand.
Okay, to rebrand is to when you some people love to rebrand old tired ideas in different ways. So to brand or to brand an idea is, oh man, this is hard to explain. To brand an idea is when you a company has an idea. For example, finger licking good. Do you guys know where that comes from? It might not have left the States, but finger licking good. Do you know where that comes from? It's a logo from a company. It comes from KFC. Okay, that's not a good example.
Okay. The brand.
Yeah, when you have a brand.
Commercial brand, trademark.
Yes. Okay. So you have a phrase that when we hear the phrase, we think of a specific company or we think of a specific thing. And to rebrand means to change our minds about that statement or that phrase.
Okay. To give new meanings to old words, for example.
Yes, that's a good way of saying that. To give new meanings to specific words. Exactly.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you're welcome. Are there any other words here, Monica? Can you see anything else?
Yeah, Holly. Flip chart.
Flip chart. Okay, that's a noun, so that's easier because I can just show it to you. So let's go up here. Let's type in flip chart. We used to use flip charts a lot more before computers came up. But that's a flip chart.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so much more common before technology took over. Any other words?
Amusing.
Amusing is funny.
Okay.
So, yeah, so if something's amusing, it is funny. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
No.
All right. Let's see if we can go. Well, let's check the understands. Okay. Let's put true or false next to the following statements. Number 1. Kako, what do you think? The writer generally approves of office jargon. Is that true or false?
False.
Okay. And yeah, it is false. He does not like office jargon. Okay. Number 2, Monica, the writer believes that office catchphrases have always been boring and meaningless.
I think it's false.
Yes. So what does he believe?
He thinks that sometimes that catchphrases can be funny
Mm-hmm.
and useless.
But so they can be funny and useful.
Useful. Okay.
Yeah. Useless is the same meaning as meaningless. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now, Kako, could you read the next one?
All the office catchphrases mentioned in the article have been overused, according to the writer. Yes, true.
Actually, it's false, because the two that I was not aware of, the reason that I was not aware of it is because it has not come here yet, and that is swallow the frog, and shoot the puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two phrases that I told you in the beginning. I've never even used it. I've never heard it. I think I'm going to start using swallow the frog though, because I like the idea. So.
Holly, we have in Spanish, we have the same idiom.
Oh, do you?
Swallow the frog. Yeah, we use this, and it's the same.
Huh. Okay.
In Spanish, yeah.
I wonder if it came from Spanish then. Is it also
Probably.
is it also in Portuguese, Kako?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher. There are similars to swallow the frog
Mm-hmm.
and shoot the puppy, but in Portuguese it was shoot not the puppy, but I don't know another word.
I don't know the other word. Okay. Yeah. I had never heard these until I taught this activity, I think 2 months ago, and that was the first time I'd heard them. I was like, really?
Swallow the frog? Yeah?
Yeah. Never heard them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same in Spanish. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So next one. Hi, Diana. You're back again. Yay. So office jargon is used to impress and confuse. Is that true or false?
False.
Okay. It's actually true. So I taught this activity, I think 2 months ago, and that was the first time. And I hear myself.
Yeah.
Is that Diana? Yeah. Never heard of. Yeah. I hate. Do you guys like hearing yourself on recordings? The next one. Hi, Diana. You're back again.
Hello, I'm so sorry.
So, office jargon is used to impress. So anyway, okay. The writer believes that technology has made office life more exciting. Is that true or false? True. Kako, what do you think? I hear myself. Yeah. Is that Diana? I'm still hearing myself.
The writer believes that That technology has made office life more exciting. False.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's go on to. Okay, I was thinking there's something else. Okay, so let's go to some speaking. So, Monica, can you describe a situation when you had to think outside the box?
Recently, I have to take a new a course,
Mm-hmm.
a training about the use of new program, and I definitely had to think outside the box because it was really different from the program that I used to every day. I have to use every day, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. And Diana, are you there?
Yes,
Okay. Can you think of a time when you've had to swallow the frog?
oh, in the office. Oh,
Every
there
day.
are a lot of of tasks that are
Boring?
boring. Yes, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary to do that. But yes, every day I have tasks that are very, very boring.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But sometimes I need to do data sheet. I don't like that task, but it's necessary. I try to do that first the other tasks to leave the more pressure, the more pressure task for the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. And Kako, can you think of a time when you've had to push the needle?
When things going not as good as would would have to go,
Mm-hmm.
it's is the time to push the needle and take decisions in a new level.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
For example, if a meeting is going improductively,
Mm-hmm.
people is speaking a lot of things that is not the objective. Um, Someone has to take the control and take firm decisions.
Mm-hmm. And they need to push the needle.
Push the needle. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Excellent. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you learned a few things, a few more words and phrases, and I'll see you in another class in another time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, Holly.
teacher. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.